Okay guys, so quick update real quick on the Super Red Texas. Here's one of my F1s that I'm really hoping to fade. This one appears to be male, but if that one was to fade, that'd be really nice. There's my two remaining carpenters, little female right here. Beautiful, super beautiful fish. This is one of Zeus's babies, looking really nice, getting big, growing very fast. There's Odin right there. He got a little injury on his side, probably bumped into something. I'm gonna have to net him and handle that, but nothing too crazy. And doing good, eating fine. I'll deal with that later. One of my little F1s that faded, that's got pearls. See if I can zoom in on her real quick. Is she a hold still? Come on, get out the way, babe. There we go. You can just barely see her pearls, but she's only maybe 3-4 inches, so as she grows, it'll get better. But man, I'm really proud of this one. For my first attempt at Red Texas, and this being the Red Carpenters rather, this being the F1, that ain't too shabby. Let's see, we got another F1 right here that I'm really hoping this one fades as well. This one looks to be female, but yeah, if this one faded, man, even if it doesn't though, still a nice fish. This guy, the tilapia store one that I picked up, is doing great. Getting some, he got two different types of pearls going on, if you can see them. But doing nice, doing nice. Chris Rounds F4 male is over here doing great. That's my little green sunfish right there. That's the female Super Red Texas that I picked up from Chris Rounds. That, as you can see, they didn't beat her up a little bit, but I expected as much to happen when I added her in here. But they done chilled out on her. She'll heal up, and that'll be good to go. But I'm gonna keep an eye on her. If they start getting too crazy, I'll pull her out and move her back over. But I think this should be fine. Those scales will grow back in a week or two, so no big deal. Every time I add a new fish to this tank, they always bully them for a while, and then afterwards they chill out and go back to their normal routine. But now they done accepted her into the school, so let's see, did I miss anybody? This is another one of my F1s right here. I pretty much held on to all the ones with pearls. That fish is crazy. F1 unfaded. Super nice looking fish. This one as well. This one I believe is female. She a hoe still? Yeah, female. Male. Think I'm gonna name that one right there Zeus Jr. This fish is crazy beautiful. Man. There's this guy. Doing good. Seems to really like that little area in the woods and the rock right there. That pot. I threw some food in there earlier. That's if you wondering what he's doing. Everybody else appears to be full. I did pick up the second Sun, like I said, and I just gotta say, the Sun 304Bs are probably my favorite canister filter. I don't really see much that you can do better for $104. It's probably the best canister filter on the market for the price. This particular unit right here, I've had for going on 5 years. And the only thing I've had wrong is eventually from you taking it apart so much and cleaning it, the rubber gasket around the lid gets worn out. Okay, whoop-de-doo, You can go buy a replacement for like $5. It's no big deal. Been running strong for 5 years. So for $100 for a canister filter of this size that comes with UV lights, UV sterilizers, can't beat it. Absolutely love those filters. So I got to pick up another one for my 150. Water quality has greatly improved since I've had it installed, and it's only been about 2 or 3 days since I got it. Now I just gotta dial back how long I keep the lights on to get rid of this algae, and this tank could be crystal clear and looking spotless. That's another that's my other green sunfish in the back. Nice looking fish. Just so you can get a grasp of how massive these fish are. He's way back in the back of the tank. He's probably Zeus was 10 inches. He's probably 8. This guy's 5. This guy's 5. He's about 7.5. She's only like 2 or 3. She's about 4. 3.5 are right there. 3.5 there. 4 or 5 in the back. That's my black bullhead catfish, or one of my black bullheads. Yep. Zoom on out. Back up some. Like I told you guys, eventually this tank is gonna get rescaped. Some of these fish might get moved. We'll be adding Cory cats in here to help keep the bottom of the tank clean. I'm thinking about adding some Anubias, since it's a tougher live plant that I really don't think these guys are trying to tear up too bad. But I'm happy with what's going on. Everything is doing good. I seem to have dealt with whatever I had going on. Whether it was I don't believe it was ick. It might have been gill flukes, but I went ahead and brought some medication for parasites, and it seems to have gotten rid of all of that. The white film that my fish had is gone. The stringy poop is gone. All of that. So happy about that. Nobody else is sick. Business as usual. She is glowing, man. Look at that. Ouch. That fish is nice. That food, that Okiko Super Redhead Mark, seems to be doing his job, because the difference in color in this fish versus what he looked like 2 weeks ago is crazy. The F1 that I produced back there is such a deep shade of orange. Still some food at the top. They sure are some aggressive feeders. But I had somebody ask me in the comments a couple videos ago about how I get my cichlids to not kill each other. I apply this to the same logic that people use with African cichlids. I apply this to pretty much everything because it works. When you have a lot of fish in your tank, one fish in particular cannot be targeted with all of the aggression. So you'll typically have one super aggressive dominant fish in the tank, and that seems to be this guy. But since there's so many other cichlids in here that are around the same side range, he can't specifically target one fish to bully to death. Everybody gets it evenly. I'll put it like that. And this works for pretty much any kind of aggressive fish. So I've done this with all of my sunfish and lepomis species, my South American and Central American cichlids, my North American cichlid. Well, I couldn't even really say North Americans because Texas and carpenter cichlids come from Mexico. Well, Texas cichlids come from obviously Texas and a little piece of northern Mexico. And then you got the carpenter cichlids that's not too far away from them. And I think it's Lake Carpentine or whatever it's called. This works with largemouth bass, peacock bass, anything of the sort. You want a bunch of deter the fish, so don't one singular fish get bullied and picked on. It takes some trial and error if you don't know what you're doing. You haven't tried this before, but I've been doing this for forever, my whole life, so I'm pretty familiar with the process. Now, this really only works with aggressive fish though, so don't try this with, let's say you got an Oscar and then you throw in like 30 angelfish. It won't matter because angelfish aren't nearly as aggressive or tough as an Oscar, so the Oscar will just bully all of them and they'll die. Yes, sir. So, I gotta go pick up that 125 from my auntie. I'll make a video when I do that eventually. Like I said, the plans for that tank is to get either a peacock bass or a largemouth bass. Throw it in there. Something that I can feed babies to whenever I breed, and I don't want to just throw fish away. I don't obviously want to just sell a bunch of mutt fish to pet stores and have trash going around. So it is what it is. Give you guys a couple more minutes of looking at the tank, and then I'm gonna go on ahead and wrap it. And this guy, love him some food. Gotta pick up a 40-gallon too, so I can start pairing up individual fish to get ready for breeding. I'm trying to let them settle in and pick up some weight first before I start bothering with the breeding. Let's get a look at her. Really proud of that fish. Hoping these other guys eventually fade. Even if he doesn't fade, man, super nice. Hopefully he gets huge. Hybrids typically get bigger than their parents anyway, but with Zeus already being as big as he was, this guy should be crazy. I just cannot believe how bright blue she is. It's got to be this fish food is doing something for the carpenters too, which I wouldn't expect since they're not red, they're blue, but that's crazy. Yep, but alright guys, peace out. Happy New Year. I wish everybody the best. Enjoy the time with your family, and I will catch you later. Likes, comment, subscribe.